Alright, everybody! Welcome back to Benvenue's Corner. It's been a while, it's been a few days, I'm sorry about that, but I've been keeping in touch as much as I can on my accounts, letting everybody know what's going on. A little under the weather, nothing serious, just I have really bad seasonal allergies, and unfortunately for me, it affects my eyes really bad, and so when they get real bad, I can't even see out of them. My eyes swell up, even with allergy medicine. And the weather here where I live lately has been a roller coaster ride. It's late February where I am, normally springtime for me, but we got snow, and we've had snow. That's not abnormal for this area, it's just the fluctuation in the temperatures, because it's starting to head to spring. We're having like 60, 70 degree days, and then we're having 30 degree days with snow and ice outside, so that kind of wreaks havoc. My eyes and my sinuses do not like that when that happens, and it's a combination of the two. I might sound like I'm talking a little bit through my nose today, but I'm feeling better. My energy is feeling real good. I missed everybody, and apparently a few of you were missing me, and I'm sorry that you're missing me, but on the other hand, I'm also happy to hear that. I got a couple of comments on the YouTube saying, hey man, where are you? We're looking for more Sentinels content. So I'm really glad. Cody and Robert have been hitting me up on the YouTube channel, leaving me some comments and leaving me some likes. I really appreciate that, guys. It really means a lot. I just started this out on a whim. I didn't know if my computer could handle any of this. I didn't know if I'd be able to do this, but, you know, with the limitations I have with my equipment, but it seems like it's working out pretty well. I had tried live streaming these games on Twitch and sending them out to YouTube, but I'm not real happy with how the video quality turns out. My computer handles it just barely, and if any one little thing hiccups during the game, it shuts it down, and I start getting graphical glitches and things like that, and I don't want that. Video quality is spotty as it is already. I think it was turning out real good when I just do the games offline and then upload them afterwards, and I don't know, I'll have to look into Twitch and see if I can just upload videos that I haven't recorded live. Just for this game, with my PC, how intense it is, it just can't handle all that operation. So, I got all that out of the way, thanks for bearing with me, and we are in Week 2 of the preseason. First game didn't go quite as we wanted. It's a 3-point loss, which, that's not terrible. It's not really the score of the game, it's how they played, and Coach Hennessy, you know, shared some things with me when I interviewed with him. I might share that in another episode. You know, it's a first preseason game. There's not a whole lot to take away from it, but you don't really care about the score so much. It's more about execution. And he felt the first string offense really didn't look like it was on the same page. Maybe it was a little bit too much of the playbook too soon. The first string defense looked really good against a pretty good offensive team last week, but the depth just did not show up. It was not looking good. Once the second level players and third level players got in there, it did not go well. So we have some roster moves to well, just one really. What we did with the draft and how this team has transitioned over from a 3-4 to a 4-3. Some players had to be moved around, and we need speed off the left end. That's where the speed rushing spot is. We have Tanner Malone, and we didn't have anybody speedy anywhere else on the line. There was a lot of defensive tackle and defensive line talent in the draft that we picked up just because those players fell to us. But they were more interior guys and power rushers, and they weren't very fast. We'd picked up a veteran presence in Mac Rowland, who was a 70 overall, but I think he just doesn't fit the team anymore. We drafted Steve Cleveland, a rookie, who is, you know, just a solid contributor, but not really what I'd consider a speed threat. He really isn't. He's more of a power runner, or power rusher, and a run stopper. On the free agency market, we had Silas Hatcher available. 27-year-old, 69 overall, has decent speed, agility, acceleration. Also has decent finesse, block shed, tackling. You know, not going to wow me, but anyone. But just the type of player that it's just a solid plug-in guy who brings some speed off the edge. We didn't have anybody like that. I didn't want to leave it to Dwayne Maxwell because I don't think he's that player now, and he may not be in the future. He's a developmental project. And Brinkley is not that kind of guy, but he had a pretty good game last week, so in his role, he did well. So we had to say goodbye to Mac Rowland. I'm going to take a look at him on the free agent market. He's probably one of the better ones left. And let's see, where did he go? He was a right end. And there he is. He's the number 2 defensive tackle, or right end left on the market. So, also, what did you guys think of the trade that I made to bring Mark Spellman onto the team? Now, he was a second-round pick. He went higher than I thought he was supposed to be. He was listed as a mid-second rounder. I had a middle second-round pick that I thought I could get him with, but he went early in the second round. I think like 4th or 5th overall. I really wanted him on this team because I thought he just really fit something that we were trying to do that we just didn't have. He was listed as a wide receiver in the draft, but at 6'6" and nearly 240, with these speed ratings and that strength, you know, Coach Hennessy saw him play some tight end in college and said, you know, that's his NFL position. As a receiver, he might just not have the speed right. But I traded a next year's first round, next year's third round, and starting defensive end last year's Tracy Felton. And I think I traded him to, gotta remember, oh boy, the Crusaders, I think, was the team that drafted him. There he is, Tracy Felton. So, you know, they have Kershaw, but on the left side, and they also have LaMichael Dunn, so they do have some depth there. So he might be in a fight with Dontrell Kershaw for a starting job. It looks like he'll make the team. But I gave up, you know, a 75 overall who started for us last year. Let's just remind everybody what he did for us last year. So, you know, really started coming on as a, you know, situational pass rusher, 6.5 sacks. That's his, you know, best ever. We're gonna miss him. He was a good player for us, but, you know, he just no longer fit the scheme, and we needed talent in another place. So, do you think I gave up too much? Do you think I didn't give up enough? Do you think it was a cheesy trade? Because I don't want to do cheesy. I feel giving up a first round, a third round, and a starting caliber player was a lot to give up for one guy. I didn't take any other draft picks in compensation or any other players. It was just for straight up for Mark Spellman. So, I think I did okay there. I know I'm rambling here. I have a little bit of things to cover. I had a little bit of house cleaning to do. But, so we cut Mac Rowland, brought in Silas Hatcher, because I thought he was a decent fit. So we're going up against the Dreadnoughts. Let's just remind everybody what their team is like. They have a great quarterback in Brock Bowen. I know his overall numbers don't show that, but let's take a look at his stats. He's Superstar X, might be starting to have some age set in, but there you see, you know, lots of touchdowns. 2034 maybe starting to show some signs of decline with those interceptions, but lots of touchdowns, lots of yards. You can see in preseason so far, you know, one interception. But Brock Bowen, you know, he's a good quarterback. And they have a rookie backup that we'll see play, Derek Hills. Not a very strong arm, but neither does Brock Bowen. Fairly accurate, and can take off and run a little bit. At running back, they have David Anthony, and he's going to test the new run defense, because these are the type of backs that we've struggled against in the past, these strong guys, power runners. And another thing to note is this backup running back that they got, William Posey. I was looking at him in the draft. He was another Tyson Kerr. He was a projected 4th rounder. I think they got him in the 3rd. So far, let's see, contract awards. He was, yes, they picked him 12th overall in the 3rd round. So he went higher than projected, and for good reason. I mean, those are some really good-looking numbers there. Carrying's good, speed's good, ball carrier vision pretty good. Carrying's good for a rookie. The only thing he doesn't really do is break tackles. He's got some elusiveness. This is a plug-and-play starter, and they got him in the 3rd round. And not like they really needed another guy with David Anthony here. Strong run-blocking Chris Mix. They also like to put him in the backfield in short line situations. Their wide receivers, they have Arthur Ballard, their possession guy. They got a speed threat in Justin Odom, Levi Cobb, Ashton Porter, and Ace Alexis. Nice name there. Jimmy Pitts, Jimmy Stone. They have some athletic tight ends that can catch. Look at that, 88 catch rating. So they're going to be going to the tight ends quite often. Their offensive line, maybe a little bit weak at the left tackle position. But, you know, interior, they're very solid. They got Jordan Burks, 85 overall. 88 Matt Clifton. 78 and Kyle Reynolds. And Connor Wynn is injured, so I don't know if we'll see Robert Hogan. They'll probably start the other left tackle, Nicholas Albert, out there. Rashad May, not very fast at all, but then they have Richard Presley as a speed rushing option. You got Dion Newkirk, and then not much behind him. Maurice Evans, Reed Bishop, lots of defensive tackle depth here, but not a lot of quality. Vaughn Richard, superstar outside linebacker. Marquise Nichols, Jermaine Walker. Anthony Thurman. Kadeem Jones. Not a very high overall, but they have the physical traits, so that's going to matter on the field. These speed ratings, that's going to play on the field. You know, the overalls might not be all that important. They got a good secondary with Camille Polk, Antoine Womack, Shemaine Dickens, and look at this rookie, Brian Felder. Got a lot of speed, might be a little raw as far as other athletic ability, you know, agility, good man coverage, good press, a good slot cover guy. Maybe not an outside guy, but Preston Schaefer at free safety, and they got a nice athletic young free safety in Johnny Andrews, Kent Clark, and Tremont Cheney. Their kicker, Will Rainey, got a good leg on him. And their punter, Phil Hyder. So that's a quick look at their team. Let's see who's returning kicks for that team. So Dreadnoughts again, San Antonio. Let's see who they got as the number 2 right tackle. Yeah, they're going to start Nicholas Albert. That's what I figured. And then the rookie will play back up. That's what I figured they do. That seems intelligent. So Kai Russell, William Posey. So just like our guy, Tyson Kerr, and he's the starting punt returner. Okay, so that's something to take a look at. Okay, so today, the starters are going to play 2 quarters. They'll play the half, and then the backups will come in the 3rd and 4th quarter. I'm thinking I'll alternate between the 2 younger quarterbacks. I think I already know what I have with Kaplan, and I don't need to see more from him. So we're going to play in Orlando. Let me go ahead and cut the music as soon as we get the game set up. So thanks for indulging me there. I just wanted to catch you up with what we were doing, what we were looking at. You can see the overall ratings and the star players, the superstar players. Let's get things started here in Orlando. All right. Let me just make sure the uniforms are set. I want to go with I like the blue shoes. Oh, that's San Antonio. Let's give them the yellow. Black primary. Yeah, we got the blue. That's weird. Edit uniforms. This should be my uniform, not theirs. There we go. And we'll go... We'll go black, since they're donning the blue, right? Let's just make sure. They got blue pants. Yeah, we'll go black. Maybe not. I'm sorry. I'm being real... Yeah, because the light blue, I think, will look better. Okay. Let's just make sure the playbooks are set up. Yep. Okay. So let's get things started here in Orlando, Florida. Home of the Orlando Sentinels at the very cleverly named Sentinels Field. Or Sentinel Stadium, whatever you want to call it. So there you see the cornerback matchups. Kershaw versus Camille Polk. Both very talented. You see the two starting running backs, completely different profiles. Power back and David Anthony and speedy, shifty Dalton Triplett. See LaMarcus Blade and Preston Schaefer, the two free safeties. And there's the two quarterbacks. So what we're looking at for this game is more consistency on the offense, a little more steady play, eliminate the errors, and just looking more consistent, hopefully. The defense, starting-wise, they don't need to change a thing. They looked pretty good. And we got a downpour here in Orlando. Look at that rain coming down as the Orlando Sentinels come out on the field. You see Tyson Kerr, Aaron Kershaw, London Bates, Sean Stewart. And here come the San Antonio Dreadnoughts with their very unique-looking uniforms. And they're excited to get out on the field in front of their home team. They opened up on the road last week. In a disappointing loss to the New York Giants, they lost by a field goal. It looked like they might be able to pick up the win, but the defense just, the second team just wasn't up to par. The offense just really didn't get things going either. There you see Dalton Triplett, his numbers. He had an outstanding season last year. One of the main reasons why this team went 10-6. There's Hyder to kick things off. And you know how we do it. Slow sim. Let me adjust everything here. Get it slow, jump forward, and we're going to go half because I'll just remember. Alright, so Tyson Kerr's back to field it. And he is at the, towards the front of his own end zone. He's just going to take it. No, that's Bradley. I'm sorry, the rookie wide receiver. And here comes Kiefer Byrne on a rain-soaked field. How's that going to impact gameplay? Is it going to affect the ball coming out of his hands? Will the receivers be dropping things? How will that affect the run game? We're going to see real soon. And let's see how they operate on their first drive from their own 25. We've got a single back set. There's a handoff right up the middle. And the hole is plugged immediately as Triplett looks like he only got about 2 or 3. Radovich, Hardy, Crockett, Costanzo, Beatles, all returning from last year. Bradley, Kerr, Triplett, Spellman, and Wood. So give them 3 on first down. Try to run inside, and they stuffed it. Got a man in motion, that's Spellman. They give it to Spellman off right tackle. He's got a little bit of room, breaks some tackles. And that's the wide receiver tight end rookie, Mark Spellman. We saw this a little bit last week. See May, Evans, and Presley. Richard, Nicholas, Walker, and Jones. And in the secondary, Polk, Clark, Schaefer, and Womack. A talented secondary. So 3rd and short now. Can they convert? And they hand it off to Triplett, who's met in the backfield instantly. Big hit there from number 51, stopping him in his tracks. Kadeem Jones just said, not today. No, Dalton Triplett. I know what you did last year, but that was last year, and this is this year. And Radovich, well, Radovich held his guy, looked like Presley there pretty well. But they just sent him on a blitz. Parsons kicking it off from his own 20. Gets a big booming kick to their 20. Nice return after he picks up a block. William Posey, the rookie. And here comes Brock Bowen and the Dreadnought offense. You can see his numbers as the ages may be losing a little bit off the arm, but the accuracy's still there. Saw the interceptions tick up last season. Let's see if that's something that continues this year as he continues to decline. And maybe that's why they drafted a rookie. And there's a handoff up the middle, and he's breaking some tackles. Anthony picks up 7 on first down. So there's a difference between Anthony and Triplett. He's able to break through those arm tackles. And another handoff off the left side or right side, and he's tackled by London Bates in the backfield. That's something that Hennessy wants to see this year. London Bates, we see Dishman, Burks, Clifton, Reynolds, and Albert. Ballard, Posey, Anthony, Pitts, and Odom for the offense. He wants to see London Bates making more tackles in the backfield in the run game. So 3rd and 2. Handoff up the middle, and sniffing through the defense is number 91, Kurt Kendall, the rookie defensive tackle. Able to show up against the run, and both teams go 3 and out on their first drive. So the run defense really showing up. Something that Coach Hennessy was really, really harping on is that, yeah, he had a great pass defense, the best in the game. But the running defense was terrible, and he felt that's what really cost this team. Teams were able to power run and just blow this team away off the defensive line. And that's a great punt. Kiefer Byrne will be taking over at the own 11. There's Bradley, the speed demon outside wide receiver threat. Something they also felt this team was lacking. They just didn't have that real speed burner deep threat. There's Spellman going in motion, and again, they don't give him the handoff. Triplett tries to bounce outside off the left side, but nothing really doing. Only 2 yards on that carry. So the motion play didn't work. Byrne back to pass over the middle. He's got Spellman, and Spellman breaks the initial contact. Makes the catch for 7 yards, so 3rd and 1. Can they convert? Would hope they can. Handoff up the middle, and tries to work his way through, but Triplett can't find any room. And that's Cheney, able to come in from the secondary and stop it just short. And he just came up the middle on a blitz from the safety position and, just clogged up the hole. There was a lane there, but he filled it. And punting away again is Spencer Parsons. I believe that's Posey on the return. He's got blocking again, and he gets it out to the 47, 48. So having some very good success on the punt returns early. Give credit to the special teams unit as a whole to give them some blocks. And here comes Brock Bowen for his second drive. So far the offense is looking a little shaky. The ground game's not getting anything going. And shotgun formation. Delay up the middle, and that's going to be snuffed out. Let's see the number. That's Denario Blanton, who moved over to left outside linebacker this year. Another pass covering specialist backer, and that time just able to, weave through the defense, the defensive line, eating up the blocks, which is exactly what the 4-3 is designed to do, as well as pressure the quarterback. 2nd and 12 on the nice play from Denario Blanton. Back to pass, has time, and that is reeled in by number 19. Nice catch for first down. It's Odom. Tackle made by LaMarcus Blades. There's a play action fake, and he's going deep, and that's broken up. And that's Blanton in coverage, so that's why he's on the field. See Malone, Hunt, Bates, and Madsen. Blanton, Bates, and Jordan, the veteran. Kershaw, Youngblood, Blades, and new rookie sensation, Marquis Wyrick. And have to keep an eye on him and see how he develops this year. So 2nd and 10 now in Sentinels territory at the 40. Dropping back to pass. He's got some time. Over the middle is open. And that's another first down. It's Pitts with a 14-yard reception. Tackle made by Wyrick. There's a handoff up the middle, and closing the holes really fast was that Myrick? Wyrick. I keep wanting to call him Myrick. Wyrick with a W. Oh, found a hole off right side. That's William Posey, the rookie, with an 11-yard gain on his first carry this game. And he just went outside, saw London Bates blitzing up through the middle, but Posey, with his vision, saw that, broke it outside, and found some daylight. Inside the red zone now. Bowen back to pass. Into the end zone. That's batted away. Spread formation. Empty backfield. Back to pass. He's got time for the back of the end zone. A leap. But that's Wyrick there on the defense. So holding up well in coverage so far. He got tested. They went after the rookie. And he said, "Nope, I'm here to play. Don't try that here." Back to pass again. He's got time over the middle and in the front of the end zone for the touchdown. Number 10. And he's being tackled by his own players. Just found the hole in the zone. Wow, what a pass by Bowen. Just dumped it right in front of the safeties and over the linebacker's head. That's a perfect pass. Keeper Burns, like, wow. What a pass. That's really not very defensible. The kick is up and good for the PAT, so it's a 7-0 lead as the San Antonio Dreadnoughts get on the board first with a nice drive by Brock Bowen, making some short and medium level passes. Good accuracy. There's the DAT. There it is. Celebrating in our stadium, and the fans have gone a little quiet. There's Bradley from the 1. He's got some room and goes up the middle past the 30 to the 34-yard line, so showing a little bit of speed, turning on the Jets. They tried to hook up with him deep last week, did Kiefer Byrne, and just underthrew it, and it turned into an interception. So that's something that's a new wrinkle to this offense. They're going to have to get worked out because that can really change this game. So single back now. Spellman in motion, and they go up the middle again, and Dalton Triplett can't go anywhere. No gain. Tackle made by Womack. Back to pass. And that is, whoa, a tough catch made by Perry Wood. He just out-muscled the defender. Just a little short curl route. Come back to the quarterback. Show his numbers. There's a handoff to Spellman. And he's got about 8 yards, maybe 9. They'll give him 8. They like that end around play. Yeah, I can talk. Pistol formation, Triplett up the middle, and he is getting nothing from this defense. 3rd and 2. Back to pass. Quick hitter. And dropped. We've seen Perry Wood do this last week as well. He does not drop passes often, but so far, he's having some trouble holding onto the football. That should have been a catch. That is a catch he normally makes. Give credit to number 21 on the hit to knock it loose. That's Clark. But that is a catch Perry Wood we've seen him make time and time again. Parsons punts it away. It lands inside the 4. Checks up out of... No, goes into the end zones for touchback. Didn't quite get the bounce. So after being a team that establishes the run, one of the best running teams in the game last year, they are finding no success today against the San Antonio Dreadnoughts. And there's a handoff Outside. There's a flag on the play. Is that going to be holding on the edge? And it looks like it is. Jordan Burks, the left guard. Yeah, sometimes when you run outside, you got to sustain that edge, and linemen will try to get away with some stuff. Up the middle, they find some success. Tackle made by Blanton, number 58. So 2nd and 13. Looks like a heavy package. Going to run again. Up middle, he breaks it off outside, breaks through some arm tackles. But Blanton drags him down. 3rd and 8. Drops back to pass. Over the middle, he's got his running back out of the backfield, but he's not going to pick up a first down on that. So that Anthony out of the backfield, only getting 3 yards. Stop made by Diamond McCoy. So the defense playing fairly well. You're not going to pitch shutouts every single time they're on the field, but so far they haven't really been beaten by a big play. There's the punt away, and Kerr's met immediately. He only gets about maybe 4 or 5 on the return. Didn't have any blockers set up back there. And here comes this offense. They really need to get something going. This offensive line hasn't opened up any holes for Triplett. He's been not getting anything. And there's the delayed handoff, some blocking finally, and he picks up about 4 on first down. Nope, correct that, give him only 3. And there's another handoff. Got a block, but just filling up the gaps. And he only got about maybe 2 on that play. So give credit to the Dreadnoughts defense. 3rd and 5 here, and they're going to let the first quarter wind down. And remember, they're going to play a half today. The starters will. And you're hoping to see a little bit more consistency, a little bit more productivity. And we're not really seeing it so far. Drops back to pass, has some time, plenty of time. Checks it down to Triplett out of the backfield, and that's not going to be a first down. It's a questionable decision. He had some time to scan the field, thought his only play was to Triplett out of the backfield. And maybe that's all it was. Looks like good coverage downfield, and that was a nice catch out of the backfield. Triplett's hands get pretty good for running back. But give credit to the defense just covering it up and not letting Dalton Triplett break free. And Parsons is back to punt again. This one fielded inside the 20, and the special teams unit there to cover it up well. That is number 25. I believe that's Patton. Here comes David Anthony. He hasn't had much success on the ground. See if they turn to him to try to bulldoze this defensive line like so many teams did last year. Trips bunch close right. Handoff up the middle, and the defensive lineman, number 94, able to shed the block and make the tackle on a minimal gain. They run off right side, filling in the gap is number 52, London Bates. So a short gain, 3rd and 5. Back to pass. Going deep, he's got a step and makes the catch. Number 19, their speed threat. Yep, there it is. Odom, I believe it is. Bowen just testing this defense deep. And you don't see Kershaw getting beat deep. Blades just was out of position as well. It wasn't there for the overtop coverage. And that was Odom on the catch. So, in Sentinels territory. Pass over the middle, broken up, and incomplete. He's bouncing around there and hadn't quite hit the ground yet. It looked incomplete. 2nd and 10. Run off right side. Met instantly by Wyrick, and number 57, that'll be Reynolds. Back to pass again. It's the check-off man. That's Posey out of the backfield. That won't be a first down. Will they try a long field goal? Youngblood was there on the tackle. Nice catch by the rookie, but didn't have a whole lot of room on the sideline to work with. And Youngblood was there to stop it before it turned into anything more than a couple-yard gain. They will punt away. And he skies it. And Kerr going to call for a fair catch right at the 10-yard line. So, the Sentinels defense has been doing fairly well. It's up to this offense now. Dalton Triplett has gotten nothing going. He didn't have a great game last week. It was an okay performance. Didn't get a lot of time. Up the middle, he's got no room. The gap closed quickly. Number 78 on the play there. Only a gain of a yard. Another run play up the middle. And he gets free, finally breaks free up the middle for a huge gain. Dalton Triplett, that's what happens when you give him a block. You give him a block, he's got the speed to hit a home run. He saw some blitz coming, and he was able to just make that one little cut to get away from it, and he was gone. Delayed handoff up the middle. He's got some blocking. That's Tyson Kerr. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, as Chris Berman would say, for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Another handoff to Kerr up the middle. He doesn't get much. 3rd and 3. And there's another handoff to Triplett. I don't think he got there. 4th and 1. And we have to make it. We're getting a call from the coach's box upstairs. Well, what to do on 4th and 1? Should we challenge? They're calling down to the coach. You're getting some exclusive information here. Parsons to punt it away again. And this one checks up at the 1-yard line. What a punt. And this is something we saw time and time again last year. He almost had one check up for him on the last punt. This one perfectly dies. The bounce that ball just died when it hit the turf. And on a wet ground like this, that ball could have skid. It could have bounced oddly. You never know with that oblong-shaped football where it's going to bounce, how it's going to bounce. So from the 1, they run up the middle. He breaks it outside. Doesn't get by LaMarcus Blades, but picks up a couple. So that'll give him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And they're going to run it up the middle and snuffed out immediately. As number 94 makes the play. Vernon Hunt, who's moved to pass rush D tackle this year. It's 3rd and 7. Back to pass. Quick hitter out of the backfield, but oh boy, was that covered up. He had Wyrick and Youngblood there. Knew they had to get rid of it quickly. They didn't want to risk a safety. And there you just see great coverage by the strong safety and the corner helping out. So punting deep from his own end zone. Should get some good starting field position. He's got some blocking set up. And Kerr able to get it out to the 40 in Sentinels, or in Dreadnought territory. Dalton Triplett, 11 for 40, had that one big gainer. Other than that, it's been a couple yards, stopped for a loss, no gains. Not very consistent if you're relying on the home run. And Triplett saying, guys, let's go. Just give me a block. That's all I ask. Fake to Kerr. Deep over the middle, and nobody is there. Bradley did not make the cut. Wasn't where they thought he was going to be. Shotgun again. Handoff to Triplett off left side. Able to break through the initial contact, but again, not much. Just 3 yards. Tackle made by Richard. Shotgun formation. Back to pass, has his man. That's caught, makes the man miss. That's Bradley with a forearm. I give credit to the small man. He is not a big receiver. But he played like a big man on that play. Just caught it, made a man miss. Said, no, sorry, number 47, not today. And he picks up a crucial first down pass. Just wouldn't give up. Relentless, like a little Wolverine out there. Up the middle on the delay. A little bit of daylight, but not much. Maybe another 3 yards. Nope, only 2 on that. Tackle made by May. Up the middle again, looking for daylight. It's not there. Tyson Kerr had nowhere to go. 3rd and 7, near the red zone. Can they pick up the first down? Back to pass. He's setting up the screen. That's Tyson Kerr. He's got blocking downfield, but well defended. The Dreadnoughts knew that was coming. Maybe they didn't know it, but they read it and reacted well. They had blocking downfield. But give credit to number 21, Little. That's Clark, I'm sorry. I can't read. So they're going to settle for what should be a makeable field goal for Wes McGuire. Inside the 50, he's golden. The kick is up, and it is good. So points on the board again. So the only consistent thing is that Wes McGuire is kicking field goals inside the 50. He did so last week for the starting offense. And he is the first one to score for the offense again this week. That's not a trend you like to see. Deep in the end zone. That kick was sent out by McGuire, so no return. So with just under 3 minutes left in the half, we saw some inconsistent running. Blocking maybe not there. Or just give credit to the Dreadnoughts defense. Single back, lots of tight ends on the field. Hand off to right side, breaks an arm tackle. And it looks like Vernon Hunt was able to bring him down for a gain of 5. Shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff, has time. A little bit of a rush, and with a hand on it, number 52, London Bates. Out in pass coverage on the sideline. Back to pass again. Got some time, and he hits man. That's Odom again. Made a big play earlier in the game against Kershaw. This time he just... No, that's Ballard. I'm sorry. It's a nice out route. Nobody covered it. See Kershaw reacting quickly, but unable to get there before a stop of a first down. The defense feeling pretty comfortable with this lead. There's the 2-minute warning. So what have we seen so far? We've seen the defense looking fairly good. The offense looking inconsistent. Again, back to pass over the middle. That's brought in by number 18, Ballard again. Fights through a little bit of tackling. Pickup of 7 on first down. And, yep, a little bit of a rub route. He had coverage, but you saw another receiver come across. There it is right there. Looked like the fullback, or maybe the running back, came out and didn't technically throw a block, because you're not allowed to do that, but, got in the way of the defender. Dropping back to pass over the middle and tackled after the first down catch. Number 84. It's one of the tight ends, I believe. Here comes the rush. He steps up to avoid it, and that's another catch by Odom. So Brock Bowen showing off some footwork just to avoid the rush. Give himself an extra bit of time to pass. Here comes the rush again, and he just throws it away wisely. No reason to take any risks here with the lead and in this area where you can get a field goal. 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And that's number 84 again. Big target. I have to believe that's one of their tight ends. They have some athletic tight ends. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think the game crashed. Oh, that's unfortunate. I've never had this happen. You see it here, folks. This is my first crash. Oh, wait a minute. Thank you. Thank you, Madden, for not crashing. I thought we were going to have some technical difficulties there. 3rd and 1. Back to pass. Here comes the rush. He gets it away in the back of the end zone. That is another touchdown. Brock Bowen, number 84. Pitts, and that is one of their athletic tight ends. Just, oh, wow. Looks like Bates had him, and then once he dropped back beyond his zone, I guess he thought his safety was going to be back there to help him, and there wasn't anybody back there. So 14-3 pending. It's 13-3. Oh, blocked by, looks like Patton, and that's returned live football. LaMarcus Blade streaking down the, nope, Zaire Witherspoon. And that's a 2-point conversion for the defense. So that's why I said pending. You never know. A blocked PAT leads to 2 points for the defense. Kent Patton on the block. And now with 30 seconds left and all their timeouts, that's Bradley on the kick return. Picks up a block. He's streaking downfield. He could go all the way. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown Bradley, the rookie wide receiver. Got a block and took it to the house. What an explosive play. And that's what the speed element brings. They're hoping he can bring that to the offense, and he brought it to the special teams on that return. And guys, that is the first kick return touchdown so far in Sentinels history that we have witnessed in the Hennessy era. We saw Tyson Kerr get a punt return touchdown last year. That was during the regular season, though. So that quick, this is a brand new ball game, 13-12. We had the field goal, the blocked PAT return for 2 points, and then the kick return by Bradley. That's Russell getting it out to the 30 with 17 seconds left. The Dreadnoughts have 2 timeouts. Great game by Brock Bowen, showing why he's still one of the best in the game. He might be getting old, but he's aging like fine wine. And they're going empty backfield, shotgun. Back to pass, out of the backfield. They say not out of the backfield, just a short pass in the flat. And they're just going to let time expire. So an entertaining half. Hennessy can't really be pleased by what he's seen on the offense as a whole. Just the running game not getting going. The passing game, inconsistent. And there you see the biggest run of the game so far for Triplet. When they do block, he has the talent to take it down the field. You see one touchdown pass from Bowen. He has 2 on the game. All right, so I'm going to be making some substitutions here in the half. So kickoff is down in the back in the end zone. It looks like Posey on the kick return for the touchback. And here comes the rookie quarterback. And Posey will also be in the backfield, the rookie. Bear with me as I check the depth chart and make sure everybody's playing where they're supposed to. We're not going to see Kaplan. We're going to go with Truman, the rookie. And then Armstrong will play in the fourth quarter. We're fairly certain what we got with Kerry Kaplan already. We'll have Kerry occur. I think I already know with what I have with Lee Kemp. I need to see more from Mikkel. Tomlinson will still be in. McCarthy, LaMontagne, Aaron Posey. Saw Chris Bradley make a first down catch, and with that kick return touchdown. Saw Perry Wood drop a pass. Don't normally see a lot of that. Tight end, Sanders, Strong, and Durham. Mark Spillman, John Hicks, Hallman, Katz, Briggs, Wagner, Steve Cleveland. Yeah, that's the move I need to make. Hatcher needs to go there. And Steve Cleveland. Actually, no. Yep, it would be Steve Cleveland as the backup here. Brinkley. Bates is a starter. He's young. I'd like to keep him out there to get some experience. Jason McKnight will be the left outside linebacker. I want to see Baber out there. Stewart. Jordan. Corner. I want to see more from Wyrick. We really need to see. I'm sorry, that was Julius Lamb. I was thinking it was Kent Patton. We no longer have him on the team. So Julius Lamb, who was the number 2 corner last year, making some plays as a backup player now that Wyrick is on the team. We need to see if Wyrick can be a starter this year, or maybe he goes into the slot and takes over for Zaire Witherspoon. I think this should be fine. That's another thing that usually gets messed up is, let's just make sure that happens. Slot man, that's, no, I don't want Kerr out there. Yeah, the rush ends. This should be Hatcher. And Malone will be the backup there. And we will put Steve Cleveland here, if I can find him. And Brinkley after that. Kent Kendall. Marcus Cleveland. We'll put Bates there too. Sub-linebacker. McKnight, that's fine. Slot corner. McCoy. Stringer, that's fine. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me as I talk to myself. Yes, I tend to do that. Make sure I'm at slow sim still. We'll jump forward a quarter because we're going to put the other backups in. So, let's see how the rookie quarterback, rookie running back combo does for the Dreadnoughts. So they hand off up the middle, and immediately William Posey gets a first down on that first carry of the second half. So you see that speed element for them working well. I think Posey is going to be a good running back. It's unfortunate that he is, well, maybe not unfortunate for the Dreadnoughts, but for him, they already have Anthony, the starting running back, who is 24 years old. So unless they do a share, a running back by committee sort of situation where they divide up the carries evenly or somewhat evenly. There's another handoff for Posey, and he is met in the backfield. That is the second strong safety Stringer with the tackle for no gain. Play action pass over the middle, wide open, and Wyrick able to make the tackle. It's Hills with the catch. And Porter on that catch. So just found a spot in the zone. It's a great route. Good communication between the wide receiver and the quarterback to hit that play perfectly. Shotgun formation inside Sentinels territory. And there's a handoff off right side. He's got blocking, turns the corner, and he's met by number 43, Lennox Steven. And that looks like some encroachment possibly. No, false start. So after a gain of 4 by William Posey off left side, they step backwards for -5 on the false start. 2nd and 11. Still in Sentinels territory, though. There's another handoff up the middle, and number 91 there to make a stop on a 5-yard gain by Russell. 3rd and 5. Empty backfield. Back to pass. Here comes the pass rush. Gets the pass away and incomplete. So Hills not able to dial it up on that play. Maybe felt the pressure coming. Yeah, had pressure coming right in his face. Decided, I got to get this ball away now or I'm going to be eating a football player. Back to punt. And he skies this one towards the end zone, and it doesn't take a favorable bounce for the Dreadnoughts. It's Hyder, unable to get it check up for him. That goes for a touchback, and the Sentinels will be starting from their own 20. You see the highlight reel play here from Bradley, who picks up some blocks and then does the rest himself. Just pure speed. 97 yards on a kick return touchdown. The best play of the game. Uh-oh. Come on, Madden. There we go. It makes my heart stop when it does that. Single back. This is the rookie Truman handing it off to Kerr, who tries to find his way up the middle but doesn't get much, if anything. Give him 2 yards. So the trend continuing so far. Single back set. Pistol. Off the left side, got a little bit of blocking, a little bit of daylight, but not much on the game. 3rd and 4. Setting up the screen, the dump off. Kerr out of the backfield. That's Mikkel. Able to pick up the first down on the screen. Nicely executed. And Mikkel, we saw him make a nifty catch last week where he hurdled over a defender and ran over another guy. And not known for speed or receiving ability, really. He is a bulldozer back. And that's... You see Shaq Hennessy looking on like, there you go, young man. He didn't get much of an opportunity last year. They need to see what they have in him this year. Empty backfield for Brock Truman. Throws it deep, and he's got his man. It's number 83, LaMontagne? No, it's not. That's Sanders. The tight end, Sanders. Nice play. Number 23 able to make the tackle. Looks like the corner tried to jump the route. Guessed wrong. I think that's Kevin Sanders, the number 2 tight end, able to make that nice play. Known more as a blocking tight end. Up the middle. A little bit of daylight for Kerr, but not much. Give him 4 yards on first down territory in Dreadnoughts area. Tackle made by Bishop. There goes Spellman in motion. The little toss play to him off the right side, not going anywhere. He went to the well a little too often. That gave him a 1-yard gain on that play. They'll call it a pass. And they're going to try it again. No, they fake it. Plenty of time. Truman over the middle. Reaching to make the catch out of the backfield is Niles Mikkel. Showing off the hands. What have they found in this young man? Look at that adjustment to the route. It was not perfectly thrown. Truman got a little bit too much air under it. A leaping catch by Niles McKell. And fighting hard after contact. Inside the red zone now. Pistol formation. Delayed handoff up the middle. And Tyson Kerr, we've seen this, 3 yards and then nothing. The gaps are just closing. Man in motion. Off right side, McKell doesn't get anything. Well read by the defense. A loss of 3 on the carry. Andrews read that perfectly. The motion did not fool anyone. So that makes it 3rd and 10 from the 17. Brock Truman gets the snap. Drops back. Has some time. Here comes... Had a little bit of pressure. Checks it off to Kerr out of the backfield. And that's going to set up a short field goal attempt. Tackle made by Horn. Yep, just right on it. That was a safety valve, and Horn knew it. Just came up out from his zone. Read it perfectly. We call this an attempt. Nothing is automatic. We saw that earlier. The kick is up. It is good. And the Orlando Sentinels take a 2-point lead on the field goal by Wes McGuire. So Brock Truman, the rookie, able to engineer a scoring drive. Kickoff. Fielded at the goal line. And that looks like Diamond McCoy on the stop at the 23. That was William Posey, who, he couldn't have downed it. That was right at the goal line. That's Hills, the rookie quarterback. Had a good first pass, and then under pressure threw one away wisely. William Posey having a good day on the ground so far. Back to pass. Has his man on the short in route. Gain of 9 on first down. Good timing play. Stewart was there on the tackle. Back to pass again over the middle. That's Posey out of the backfield. Just checking it down. Taking what the defense is giving them. Nothing big. There's a handoff up the middle, and that is Russell, I believe. And he gets next to nothing, 2 yards. Stewart in on that tackle. There's a fake handoff to the jet sweep. And that's Russell going nowhere again. Give him maybe a yard on that play. Baber, the backup middle linebacker, on the tackle. 3rd and 6. Checks it down short, and that's number 57, McKnight, the backup left outside linebacker, able to stop the play short of a first down. So not a 3 now, because he picked up a couple of first downs. But the short passing game ultimately stalls this drive. Saw somebody going for a pick there. That didn't quite work. 4th and 1. Punt away. Trouble on the snap. And that is blocked. That is Lennox Stephen on the block. And picked up by number 37 Youngblood, who takes it in for a touchdown. So this bad weather having an impact on this game, as we've seen some sloppy snaps from the Dreadnoughts. The long snapper having some trouble with the football. And there's Lennox Stephen, the impact playmaker backups, free safety. And let's see if the special teams unit for the Sentinels can hold up. They do. The kick is up. It's good, and it's a 22-13 lead now for the Orlando Sentinels, as the special teams has stepped up big. Remember, they blocked a PAT earlier for a 2-point conversion for the defense. There was the kick return touchdown of 97 yards, and then there was that blocked punt for a touchdown. At the 1 yard line, here's Posey, and he cuts it outside for a good return out to the 33. So Posey showing off his speed and moves as a return man as well as a running back. And there you see him checking back into the field. He's like, no, go back out there, son. This is your time to shine. Going with the one eye black. Thirteen to 22 now. Fakes the handoff. Has time. Over the middle. That's dropped by number 85. It looked like a good play, but his wide receiver let him down. Empty backfield. Trips bunch to the left. At the top of your screen. Checks it down underneath. And that looks like Sean Stewart there on the tackle. The starter from last year. 3rd and 1. They brought in another veteran to battle for that starting job. And batted away by number 57, Jason McKnight. Well read by the middle linebacker. Well, I correct that. He's moved to left outside linebacker in this new scheme as a coverage linebacker. He played middle linebacker last year when they played a 3-4. And here comes the punt. A fair catch as it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Brock Truman able to engineer a field goal drive last time, but you have to think they want to get something with this ground game going, and they want an offensive touchdown. We have not seen one. And there's a handoff up the middle, and clogged up immediately again. No gain. They bring in the fullback on this play. Send a man in motion. There's a little toss. Has some blocking, but still not a great block. And Spellman is stopped for no gain. Trying that jet sweep pass. And that's the end of the 4th quarter. Or 3rd quarter. Sorry. I'm trying to end this game early. We got a lead. Let's end it. Let's go out with a win. And as I said, the 3rd string guys are going to come in. I have to make a substitution here in a minute. So Truman's going to get one more snap. Drops back, setting up the screenplay, and hits an offensive lineman in the back of the head. That is a Kyle Bowler special there from Brock Truman. For those of you who don't know. Hit number 70 in the back of the helmet. Oh my gosh, that is Kyle Bowler. That is Kyle Bowler right there. Okay, so Harry Armstrong will come in. We're going to go power back here. I think we've seen enough from Kerr. See what McKell can do as a power back option. We saw Kiefer Sanders earlier make a nice catch. We'll put Strong and Durham in there now. We'll put Lacoste, Moorhead. Where I have 3rd string talent, I will put the 3rd string talent in. I don't have a 3rd string guard at right side, and I don't have a 3rd string right tackle. So, left end, we'll put in Maxwell. Right end, we'll put in Brinkley. D-tackle, we'll put Kirk Kendall and Marcus Cleveland. Day. I want Baver out there only because these guys are veterans. I'm not going to see much benefit from putting those guys out there right now. Stewart is the backup. I want these guys out there. Let's put McCoy, Witherspoon. We'll leave Kershaw where he is. Steven, the backups are already in here. Just make sure. 3rd down back. Boop, boop, doo, doo. Slot receiver. Let's put Donnell White out there. Maybe Ricky LaMontagne. Or you know what? I want to see Bradley in the slot. I know that's not typically... He's not typically a prototypical slot guy. He's a deep threat. Let's put Brinkley in at the rush. Yes, Silas is the backup. I don't have anybody else. I'll put Cleveland in there. Okay. That's all my subs. End of game. But I was making a story about Kyle Bowler for those who do not know and are not Baltimore Ravens fans. After the Ravens won the Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer, they let him go, thinking he was not the kind of quarterback that is going to lead to long-term success. He was a game manager. That Super Bowl wasn't really won from him. It was the ground game of Jamal Lewis and the defense that won that. And Matt Stover, the kicker. That was pretty much the offense. Dilfer had little to do with it. So Brian Billick being the offensive guru, there's an incomplete pass from Hills. You know, in Minnesota, he had Dante Culpepper. He had, you know, the offensive line and the wide receivers that they had. You know, just an amazing offense. Being known as an offensive guru. There's a pass deep over the middle and reeled in. That's a nice catch by number 44. That is the other tight end, second tight end, Stone, who is very athletically gifted and has good hands. Able to make the catch in front of Stringer. So they traded up. They wanted to get... Who was the quarterback they were trying to get? Ultimately went to the Jaguars instead. I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank on his name. And there's a first down pass, another big pass. That is Russell out of the backfield. Nope. Woods? I don't know who Woods is, number 34. But he made a nice catch. Was it Dante? It wasn't Dante Culpepper. Okay, so the Ravens were trying to get another quarterback. They weren't able to. So instead they traded up to get Kyle Bowler in the first round. There's another catch by Stone, and these athletic tight ends are giving this backup defense a problem. The Hill's looking good. And the claim to fame from Kyle Bowler was that he could throw the ball from his knees 60 yards through the uprights, which, why that is a thing for a quarterback to be able to do, who cares? Okay, he's got a really strong arm. But he was not used to operating under the center. There's William Posey, who plows his way in for a touchdown. Not just a first down, but a touchdown. So there's the rookie making his impact. He's got a run, and look at that ball carrier vision. Spins out of the tackle from Wyrick, the corner. And the PAT attempt. That's why they call it an attempt, not an automatic, because we saw one blocked already. So, Kyle Bowler struggled from under center, which is how the offense was designed. He tripped over his own 2 feet a lot when he was snapping, dropping back from center, and would fumble the football away. And the other thing he would do is drill Todd Heap and his offensive lineman in the back of the head with the football. Because I guess the timing just wasn't right, and he was showing off the gun, and he would just drill his guys in the back of the head with the football. The kick fielded by, it looks like Tyson Kerr, I believe. Yep, Tyson Kerr on the kick return. Gets it out to the 27th. So 20-22 ball game now. That last touchdown drive, engineered by Hills, and accentuated by the touchdown run from the rookie William Posey, brings this game with a 2-point lead. Oh, miscommunication on the play. Looked like they were trying to go to Lee Kemp in some sort of oddly designed screenplay. It looks like they had it set up, but awkward communication. Up the middle, that is Mikel, who doesn't get much. He gets 2 yards. Empty backfield now for Harry Armstrong, the practice squad quarterback last year. Has time, and where is that ball going? My goodness. I think we defined the laws of physics with that pass. Maybe the rain influenced that pass. What do you think, folks? That ball took a left turn Clyde. Did you get that reference? Brownie points to you. Wow, what a hit. Russell fielded the punt, and he was whacked immediately for his efforts. So a 3 and out quickly. And Hill's going to get the football again after engineering a scoring drive, mainly through the air game to the tight ends. Let's see if they do that again. Here comes the rush. Doesn't get there in enough time. Batted, bobbled, and intercepted by Sean Stewart on the deflection. Well, it wasn't deflected. It was just, I believe the wide receiver just could not hold on to the football. Let's take a look at this again. Pass over the middle deep. He was open, and he just didn't. Did he not know the pass was coming? No, it was just undercut. I'm not really sure what happened there. That looked odd. So is the weather starting to influence this game? Nice play by the veteran Stewart. Again, he is in a battle with Reynolds. They brought in another veteran outside linebacker just for depth or perhaps to push the starting role. Back to pass. Armstrong hits Bradley out of the slot. There's a flag on the play. Might be a face mask. And it is. So that's going to be even more yardage after the play. And that's on Camille Polk, who is a very good defender. Very good corner. And that's a mistake you can't have from a star veteran. So from the 11-yard line, single back, Mikel in the backfield. Man in motion is Bradley. And Mikel has a little bit of daylight off left side. Give him a gain of 2. And this is exactly where he needs to show up. Up the middle, he's got some room, breaks through, but not much yard. Not many yards, I should say. 3rd and 5. Back to pass, in the ends. Well, they check it down short, incomplete. So batted around, it looks like Lee Kemp they were trying to go to again. The veteran power back, they brought him in, to compete with Niles Mikel for that short yardage power back role, and they try to pass it to him out of the backfield. Even if he caught that, made that play, that would not have been enough for a first down or a touchdown. So interesting play choice. So for a very, very short field goal attempt, Wes McGuire kicks it, and probably the easiest field goal he's ever had to make. And that extends the lead by 5 points now. 25-20 Orlando. McGuire kicks it deep in the back of the end zone. That's going to be downed by William Posey for a touchback. So a scoring explosion here compared to last week when there was 23 points total between the two teams. We've got 45 on the board combined now, mainly by the Sentinels special teams. Hill's back to pass, has time, checks down over the middle. That's Posey out of the backfield, and he's got enough, it looks like, for a first down. So Hills has that interception on that unfortunate pass. I couldn't tell if it was just a bad read, maybe bad timing. Throws the ball deep. That's batted way up in the air. Falls incomplete. So Hill's not afraid to try the ball deep. But there was coverage there. Contests the pass, has time, steps up to avoid the rush, and that's going to be incomplete, out of bounds. 3rd and 10. Back to pass, has time, almost intercepted by Diamond McCoy. Inaccurate throw. McCoy made a diving attempt to pick that ball off, almost had it. Oh, sorry, he was trying to hit William Posey out of the backfield. It looked like it slipped right through his hands, and it bounced off the hands of Diamond McCoy, fortunately for Hills. I think this is going to be Posey, Aaron Posey back deep, gets the kick, and not going to be able to do much with it. And that is Aaron Posey. And here comes Harry Armstrong, who led his team to a 4th quarter touchdown drive, which I think gave them a temporary lead. Delayed handoff up the middle. McKell's got a little bit of room. That's a gain of about 5 yards on 1st down, so nice carry. Not going to expect a big home run from this running back. Bradley goes in motion, off right side, and bottled up immediately between 2 defenders. 3rd and 5, no gain. Cheney in on that tackle. Sets up the screen and throws it into the turf. Sensed the pressure and just got rid of it, and Armstrong does not look comfortable today. That play was set up. Parsons going to punt this away after that awkward attempt on a screen. And their man has a block downfield. Able to get perhaps 9-10 yards on that return. I think that's Russell, backup running back. And Posey and Hills going to be on the field again. It was success early for Hills, but then it's kind of deflated since then as he's gone inaccurate. And there we go again. So having some accuracy issues now in the 4th quarter. He was having some success hitting his tight ends, but now it's just been inaccuracies, a couple of drop passes, has time, hits his man out of the backfield. Posey, who runs out of bounds, ran out of real estate. 3rd and 11, shotgun formation. Back to pass, has time, gets rid of it, and caught. That's the tight end Stone. And he's able to plow his way forward for a 1st down. Give him credit snagging that ball away from the defender. That's Wyrick that was in on the coverage. And, yeah, just slipped and fell. That's all that was. That was actually the linebacker in coverage. Nope, that was Wyrick. Huh. Just a nice play. The player slipped on the turf and fell. And maybe that helped Stone get the 1st down. Back to pass. Here comes the rush. Gets rid of it. Over the middle. He's got a man. That is Russell out of the backfield. No, I'm sorry. That's Woods. I keep forgetting. So it looks like Woods is their slot receiver. And he is finding some success out there. Deep pass over the middle. Just a seam route. And nobody was there to cover it. McCoy wasn't there. See LaMarcus, no, that's Zaire Witherspoon. Just found a hole in the secondary, so now Hills is finding success again. Delayed handoff up the middle, draw play. It looks like Woods on the carry. Nope, that's Posey. I keep getting that wrong. Posey having a good day. Pick up a 9 on that carry, inside the 10. Another delayed handoff, he's got room again. Fighting his way to the end zone and just short of the touchdown. Almost had another one. Got to think they're going to go to him here on short yardage situation. And what happened? What in the world? Okay. Okay, here comes a Madden glitch. I'm going to have to... They don't have a quarterback on the field, apparently. And they're just going to keep doing this every single play. So I'm going to exit out and just go ahead and normal speed this. Oh, I don't think I can. Oh, no. Come on, Madden. Don't do this to me. There we go. I'm going to have to normal sim it for this couple plays here because they're just going to keep doing that snap, 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 out of bounds thing. That's something weird that's going on. I'm not sure what's causing that. I've seen it a couple times. And Posey punches it in for the 1-yard touchdown. They tried for a 2-point conversion, and it didn't work. And now the Sentinels have a 1-point lead. So with 4 minutes to go, San Antonio Dreadnoughts. And it's intercepted. Number 22 picks off the pass. So big mistake by Armstrong. It's going to set up excellent field position. Looks like Reynolds in on that interception. And you see they were trying to hit Bradley out of the slot, but number 22 was right there, read it, jumped the route. That's Johnny Andrews. I misread the name wrong. So here comes Hills. You can see the game Posey's had, 2 touchdowns. Great game for the rookie. And, yep, they're doing the glitch again. Okay, so I'm just going to have to Super Sim normal the offensive plays for this team now until the end of the game because of a glitch. Let's do speed normal. Bear with me, everybody. I'm sorry that I have to do this, but it's the only way to get by this glitch. 3-yard reception, 13 for Porter. 4 yards for Ace Alexis. Posey for 4 yards. 3rd and 2. And Jimmy Stone, the tight end, picks up another touchdown. So the Dreadnoughts now up big. 33-25. Kerr takes it for a touchback. So Harry Armstrong threw the interception that led to points. He's back to pass again and just having all kinds of trouble getting rid of the football. Just some kind of mishap happens when he gets the ball out of his hands. The weather may be really influencing him. And deep over the middle, that's hauled in. That's a nice catch. I'm trying to see who caught that. Looks like Niles McKell out of the backfield caught that one for a first down. So McKell's showing off his hands. We didn't know he had these. Well, obviously we knew he had hands. Just good hands as far as catching out of the backfield. He's been making some nice catches. Back to pass again, going deep to nobody. And that looked bad, just I could tell that was going to be a bad play just from how it developed. He just heaved it up in the air to nobody. Got time, feels some pressure, gets rid of it, out of bounds again. So Harry Armstrong, and this is important to know. I mean, they weren't counting on him to be the backup, but we see how he's struggling in this kind of weather. And throws a deep ball out of bounds. Is it 4-down territory here? I don't think so, and it could be, but with this field position, yeah, they're going to go ahead and try it. 4th and 10, why not? And deep, and almost intercepted again by the leaping defender, number 20. Almost had another one. That was the rookie Felder. Almost had a gift given to him. Nice play, though. Just throws offline. Look at him. He was looking back all the way. He knew it was going to be a pass. Here comes Derek Hills. You can see his rookie performance today. 16 of 25. Had that weird oh, I'm sorry. I forgot again. My goodness. I don't know what's going on with this. This is weird. I've seen it happen a couple of times. Madden's just crazy like that sometimes. And I should really just change this to possession. Jump forward, change of possession. So minute 42 to go. 40-yard touchdown run by William Posey. Holy moly. Holy wow. Wow. What can you say other than just that? So 44 seconds left to go. Harry Armstrong, can he get some redemption here at all? Low snap, fakes the handoff. Play action to, that's caught. It looks like Bradley out of the slot. So that's a first down pass. There's some positive there. Drops back to pass again. Goes deep and overthrows the target and everybody by a country mile. 2nd and 10. Empty backfield. 35 seconds to go. They have one timeout. And goes deep again to nobody. That play is not working, young man. Just an atrocious game. 3 for 15. I think that tells you all you need to know. Back to pass again. Dials up deep and throws it right to... That's Felder, the rookie again. Almost had another interception. Armstrong just wants this game to be over with. This is a nightmare. Back to pass. Goes deep again and overthrows everyone. So, I guess you could say that was intended for Parrish McCarthy. That's number 82. And, yeah, not looking good for Harry Armstrong after an impressive quarter to last week. This week coming out looking like, well, I don't want to say it. I was about to say something that might get a radio edit. Oh, come on, game. Let me do this. Thank you very much. You have to think they're just going to run the clock out here. Yep. Victory formation. And that's going to do it. And you can see Hennessy not very happy on the sideline. His team had a lead for a while, and then it just fell apart late in the game. The Sentinels struggled to find any success on the ground game. Only had that one real good gain by Triplett. You see the passing yards, just total domination by the Dreadnoughts. Over 300 yards passing and over 100 yards rushing. Truman not happy with himself. He had a horrible day. Horrible, horrible day. Let's take a look at the numbers, as atrocious as they're going to be. You can see Derek Hills, 16 for 25, 182, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Brock Bowen had a good game, 14 of 20, 2 touchdowns. Truman, 6 of 7. Harry Armstrong, 3 of 17 with the interception. Kiefer Byrne, not really showing a whole lot, 5 of 7 for only 31 yards. On the ground, it's going to be ugly. 13 for 45 for Triplett, and that was only because he had that one big yard of 26 yards. One big run. David Anthony, he didn't really get much going. William Posey, 11 rushes for 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. But that was against this second string and third string defense, which we saw had problems last week, and that continued this week. Tyson Kerr wasn't able to find much success on the ground. Niles McKell, same story. And there's Kai Russell. And then you saw Mark Spellman get a couple of carries on end-around plays. On the receiving end, Jimmy Pitts, the tight end, with a touchdown. Jimmy Stone, the other tight end. And Ashton Porter. William Posey. Chris Bradley had a nice catch for a first down, showing off that he's not just a deep threat. Justin Modem had some good catches. Niles McKell showing his versatility, that he's not just a power back, and that's all he is. Spellman only had 3 catches for 7 yards because there was those short little jet sweep passes. Ace Alexis had a couple of catches. Kenneth Woods, Tyson Kerr, Arthur Ballard, Kiefer Sanders had a nice catch. Dalton Triplett, Perry Wood dropped one. Very odd for him. David Anthony. Blocking, there were no sacks today, so no pressure, and I guess you can give credit to the two offensive linemen. Offensive lines. Stringer, Wyrick, Cheney. Tackles for losses. Horn, Orr, Andrews, Wyrick, Blanton, Womack, Kadeem Jones, and Richard Presley. No sacks. Interceptions, there were two. One by Sean Stewart, one by Johnny Andrews. Deflected passes, Jason McKnight, the backup outside linebacker. Felder, the rookie corner. London Bates, the sophomore middle linebacker. Horn, Witherspoon, McCoy, Kent Clark, Lamarcus Blades, and Denario Blanton. There were no fumbles. There was the block kick that they count as a fumble recovery by Nate Youngblood, who ran it back for a touchdown. We had two blocks, one by Lennox Stephen and one by Julius Lamb. And the touchdown, the one by Youngblood. Kicking, Wes McGuire was perfect, but of course he wasn't tested even of 40 yards. We know his struggles from the 50-yard line. Hyder and Rainey didn't have to make any field goals today. The punters were busy, both going well over 300 yards. Parsons almost having 400 yards of punting, which is not what you want to see. And put two inside the 20. Kick returning, we had Bradley with that huge 97-yard kick return touchdown. Kai Russell had a good one. Posey showing off his returning skills. And Kerr showing off his as well. On the punting game, Posey had a good game. And, well, William Posey did. Aaron Posey didn't get much because he had no blocking when he fielded that one punt return attempt. So that's going to do it this week. Way different... way different results. I mean, still a loss, a different way of getting there. It looked like they might have had a victory, but then the defense, the depth just fell apart again. The starting offense and defense is what's really going to matter, and it's been looking a little shaky so far, so maybe the offensive scheme just isn't working. Are we going to have to tweak some things? Because the ground game was the way this team succeeded last season. It's not really producing much so far in the preseason. And that's got to be a concern. And Kiefer Byrne, the idea was to maybe move away from the running game so much so that he could progress as a quarterback and be the focus of the offense. But so far, in his limited playing time, he's really not showing a whole lot. He's got no touchdowns, one interception. He's been checking down a lot, not trying to go deep. The one time he did try to go deep was that interception. The ground game really isn't looking great. Dalton Triplett had an average game in the first preseason game, and then he only had that one big carry of 26 yards that kind of redeemed his second game. Kerr hasn't been looking very effective either. I don't think it's the blocking, and I think it's a scheme. Because the blocking showed it could be effective last year with that scheme. They might have to go and go back to the drawing board and just return to the way things were. We saw Wendell Brinkley. That was what he did last game. There were no sacks this game. Only one interception so far. That's Stewart. That came last game. See, Wes McGuire, his two misses are 50+. We'll show you that right now. 0 of 2. Spencer Parsons just continuing to get it done as the punter. Chris Bradley, big kick return touchdown. Explosive player. So what do you think, everybody? Back to the drawing board. Do we need to make some tweaks? I think so. This isn't looking very good. The ground game looking pretty terrible. And because the ground game can't get anything going, Kiefer Byrne can't get anything going through the air. So something's got to change. And we're going to see in the next season, the next episode, the starters are going to get 3 quarters to play, and Shaq Hennessy is going to have to see something from this starting offense. It's not looking pretty. 10-6 is looking pretty outrageous with the way things are looking so far. So stay tuned. Let's see what changes are coming, if any, and we'll be hosting the Memphis Egyptians at home next week. So thanks for joining me, everybody. I hope you're having a great week. Sorry that it was a couple of days, at least, well, I think about 4 days since my last post. Wasn't intended. It's just how I was feeling. And, I feel good today. Hopefully I'm going to take it easy for the rest of the day and, rest my voice and everything. Take it easy. And hopefully I can start churning out this content. I want to kind of breeze through this preseason and get to the regular season. So that's why I haven't really been doing the deep dives on the background information of players like I would during a regular season game like I did last year. I had my cheat sheets with all the players' names and like what they did last week, in the last matchup, that kind of thing. I'm not going to do that in the preseason. So thanks for joining me. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the support, the likes, the comments. That's awesome. I can see from the views. Okay, I didn't set out to be a superstar streamer here. But I can tell from the views that people are watching it, but are people liking what I'm bringing? And I'm not going to know that unless I get some feedback, and I'm getting that from you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Chris, and thank you, Robert. I really appreciate your feedback. It really makes me feel good. I was happy to see that little notice pop up when I logged in. I was like, oh, I got some notices, and the guy's like, hey, we're patiently waiting for the next episode. Well, I'm glad I'm able to bring it to you today. I hope you enjoyed the content, and we'll see you next time here on Ben's Corner and the Orlando Sentinels second season. What do you think, guys? It's looking a little dicey. We need to see something from this team. The starting defense looks good. The starting offense might need some work. Take care, everybody.